Hey, what's up, solar family? How are you guys doing? Hopefully you guys are having an amazing day. Today I'm going to go over and teach you guys how to sell a lease option, right? This option I don't recommend, but there's certain situations when you want to sell a lease option, right? So why would you sell a lease option, right? The first question. So as a solar professional, you're basically asking the homeowner questions so you can navigate which option is best for the homeowner, right? So every solar option is going to be tailored for every single homeowner, right? It's not cookie cutter. You can't sell every single homeowner a PPA or a lease. You can't sell every single homeowner a cash, or you can't sell every homeowner with a finance, right? Ideally, actually, you can't sell every homeowner with a finance, but there's certain situations when they don't qualify for the finance, right? So why would you sell a lease to a homeowner, right? So that's the first question. The only reason why you would sell a lease to the homeowner is if the homeowner doesn't qualify for the federal tax credit, right? For the ITC credit. And I don't care what anybody tells you out there, right? Because there's this huge debate like, hey, is leasing better? Is PPA better? Which is actually lease as well. Is a finance better? Is a cash better? Hands down, a finance is always going to be better, or a cash option is actually going to be king, right? And obviously not everyone can pay for the system outright, but if they can't pay for the system outright, I would talk to the homeowner about financing the system, right? So as you guys probably already know as well, right? So there's benefits to financing or purchasing a system outright, right? The first benefit is the homeowner actually gets the federal tax credit. So one of the reasons, or the only reason why you would steer your homeowner into leasing a system is if they don't have any type of tax liabilities, right? Say for example, they're retired, they don't have any tax liabilities, and they can't benefit from the ITC tax credit. Other than that, always defer to a finance, right? Always, because that's going to be a totally separate video why that's more beneficial. But in this video, I'm going to show you guys how to sell a lease. And again, ideally, you only want to sell a lease if the homeowner doesn't qualify for the federal ITC tax credit, right? That's the only reason. And again, just to reiterate, because there's gonna be some people watching this video like, heck no, man, I'm gonna sell leases all day. That's the best option. It's actually not. It's a liability for the homeowner. And if you're really looking out for your homeowner, then you need to sell them a finance or a cash outright. But there are situations, like I mentioned, that it would be feasible for you to actually lease the system, right? So if they don't qualify for the ITC tax credit, boom, push them to a lease, right? Push them to a lease. So there's basically three options, right? Especially if you're new. The first is a lease. This can be also called a PPA, power purchase agreement, right? Because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what they call it, the PPA is still a lease, right? It just gives you the ability to actually purchase a system at a certain time, but it's still a lease. Because if they go into PPA, even if they purchase the system maybe 3-4 years down the road, they don't get the federal tax credit, right? That's another video too. The second option is a finance. So basically they're financing the system just like a car, right? Just like a home, they would finance the system. And then the last one is a cash purchase, right? Basically they write a check for the cost of the system and boom, it's theirs, right? So those are the three options. And before I teach you how to actually sell a lease, obviously you already framed your consultation, right? You've already built the rapport. Really, really important. You've already built the rapport. And there's also questions that you need to ask the homeowner, right? So basically, this would be like the discovery phase, right? Other people call it different terminologies, but this is key, right? This is key to closing any deal, right? You've already found out the problem, you've already determined a solution, in which I'm not going to go over all these. Like I said, you've already pre-framed this ahead of time, and I'm going to show you how to sell it now. And then the last one is you present the numbers. Present numbers, right? Which is basically how much am I going to save, right? These are the numbers as far as a lease option, right? So ideally, you already pre-framed your consultation using this strategy. And if you guys want to dive in deeper to learn these strategies, make sure to sign up for a free solar strategy call at solarstrategycall.com, where I can help you pre-frame your sales strategy or sales pitch as well, right? So I'm not going to go over this. This is a totally different conversation, but I'm going to show you how to actually sell it. Now you are actually in this phase right here, right? We're going to actually present the numbers to the homeowner, right? Pre-framed everything already determined which option's best for the homeowner. We already determined that, you know what, this homeowner is a retiree, doesn't qualify for the ITC tax credit. So I'm gonna go ahead and pitch him the lease, right? And this is probably one of the easiest presentations you're ever gonna have, right? If you do it correctly, if you pre-framed your conversation correctly, this is literally the easiest presentation you're gonna have, right? And what you're gonna need, right, as far as materials, you're going to need to present this information. You're gonna need a pen and a pad, right? Which I also teach, even if it's a finance or a cash, you're always gonna need a pen and a pad, right? So don't use your computer screen for this one. What you want it to do is make sure you got your notebook, a pen and a pad, and you're gonna sketch this out, right? This is the easiest way to present this to the homeowner, and it's super, super easy once you framed it up correctly, right? I can't stress this enough, right? You gotta pre-frame your consultation. A lot of students of mine, before I teach them these strategies, they basically knock on the door. Hey, Mr. Homeowner, it's James. Oh, okay, let's go sit over here at the coffee table. They sit at the coffee table, and then boom, they go, they give them the numbers like as soon as they sit down, right? That's a huge no-no, right? There's a way to pre-frame this whole consultation, so at the end of the consultation, you have a really high chance of closing the deal, right? If you just jump straight to the numbers and you didn't pre-frame your consultation, your close rate is going to be drastically low, right? I mean, really, really, really low, right? So if you guys want to learn these strategies, make sure you schedule a free solar strategy call. Go to solarstrategycall.com, solarstrategycall.com, and then we can talk about how to pre-frame your consultation, right? So basically, let me see if I have room to write. I'm going to go ahead and erase this, so hopefully you guys got this part, right? Let me go ahead and erase this. So selling a lease option, and like I said, I also use this methodology when you're selling a finance system, right? It's super easy, right? Keep it super simple, right? That's another tip for you guys. Keep it super simple, right? Because it's literally that simple. Actually, this simple. So basically what you want to do, let me see how far down I can go, is draw this out, right? Obviously, like I said, you're going to need a pen and a pad, which you probably already have, right? So what you want to do is write down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, all the way up to 20 years, right? So what you want to do is go over the bill with the homeowner, and obviously you already pre-framed this ahead of time, and I'm kind of just jumping ahead, right? Because there's A to Z throughout the presentation, and we're almost close to Z, right? We're almost closing the deal, right? So we're like at Y, right around there, really, really close. So what you want to do is look at their bill, say, hey, Mr. Homeowner, you know what? Right now you're currently paying, for example, 18 cents per kilowatt hour. And keep in mind, Mr. Homeowner, that 18 cents per kilowatt hour is going up 4 to 10% every single year, right? So the great thing is, Mr. Homeowner, we're just having a conversation on how you buy electricity, right? So let's keep it that simple. So if it's 18 cents per kilowatt hour, and this is going up at about 4 to 10% every single year, and it depends on which state you live in, you want to draw a line like that, right? All the way up to 20 years. And obviously you've already done the math, right? Because you're coming prepared during your consultation. So after 20 years, Mr. Homeowner, you're gonna be looking at right around 0.41 cents per kilowatt hour. That's your expected kilowatt hour in 20 years, right? The great thing by going solar and switching over to cleaner energy is you're gonna save money right from day one. And this is how, Mr. Homeowner. So what we can do is we can lock in your rate at 10 cents per kilowatt hour. And obviously you're gonna put your own kilowatt hour. I'm not sure what your PPA rate is. Say for example, it's 10 cents per kilowatt hour, but the great thing, Mr. Homeowner, this is fixed for the next 20 years, right? See how easy and simple this is? A lot of times people just screw it up, or consultants just screw it up for themselves because they're just being too technical or over explaining it, right? Keep it super simple, as if a 2-year-old or my 2-year-old can understand what the heck you're trying to explain, right? A lot of times we put too much verbiage in, we talk too much. It's literally that simple. Because at the end of the day, right, it's either would you want to buy electricity at 18 cents per kilowatt hour, or would you rather buy it at 10 cents per kilowatt hour fixed with no increase, right? Super, super simple. Because I don't need to show them like, hey, Mr. Homeowner, currently you're spending $175 a month, and by going solar, you're gonna save, you know, $150. Actually, your energy bill is gonna go down $150, and you're gonna save $30 every single month, right? I don't even have to go to that conversation, right? Because this says it all. This says it all. It's, for example, you let the homeowner know, right? For example, if I was driving down the street and I was gonna get gas for my car, the great thing is I got a Tesla, I don't have to get gas anymore, but if I was, right, I see Chevron on the left-hand side. Chevron gas station here in California, say for example, the unleaded gas is $4 per gallon. And I look over here on the other side, which is Shell on my right-hand side. And their unleaded gas is $3.50 a gallon. Which gas station do you think I'm gonna go to, right? I'm gonna turn right to the right and go right into Shell and pump that gas at $3.50 rather than the $4, $4 per gallon at Chevron, right? It's literally that simple, and that's how our minds work, right? Think about it. Think about your behavior when you're driving to the gas station, right? You're taking a long trip with the family, with the kids, and you pull up and you're like, oh shoot, how much is that gas? Oh, that's like $4. How much is this one? This one's like $3.80. Let me go to $3.80, right? It's literally that simple. But we all overcomplicate it and we put too many verbiage in it, and it's literally this simple conversation, right? Would you rather buy it at 18 cents per kilowatt hour, or would you rather buy it at 10 cents per kilowatt hour, right? Obviously, some of you guys have the escalator, right? Do the same exact thing. Hey, Mr. Homeowner, we also have another option. And keep in mind that you need to pick one of these options, right? Because once you've already honed in on a lease or a PPA for a homeowner, right? And there's also two options for most companies. When you get a lease or a PPA, there's also two options, right? One is the fixed, which is normally a little bit higher than one with the escalator, right? So the one with the escalator, it could be, you know, a few cents lower than this, but there's a 2.9% escalator, whatever it may be. So pick one of those as well, right? Pick one of those as well, because if they don't like this one, right? If they don't like this option, then you say, hey, Mr. Homeowner, not a big deal. I totally understand what you're saying. How about this? How about if I gave you this rate at 7 cents per kilowatt hour with an annual escalator of 2.9%? And keep in mind, Mr. Homeowner, if you stayed here with the local utility company, this is going up at 4%. I'm actually starting you off at 0.7% at a 2.9 escalator, which is going to go up a slight bit, but you're still saving a whole lot of money in the long run, right? So another tip there, guys, is when you get to presenting these numbers, because there are two options, right? Fixed and an escalator. Pick one. Pick one. If you present both of these, Now they're gotta think about it. Oh, which one works best for me, right? Which one works best? Pick which one's the best for the homeowner because you are the professional, right? You're the one suggesting these options, right? It's like a doctor. When you're sick and you're ill, the doctor is gonna tell you, hey, this is what you need, Earl. This is what you need, Ishmael, right? They're not gonna give you an option. Oh, this is what you need, and maybe this is what you need as well. You choose which one you want, right? It doesn't work that way. Doctor is gonna prescribe something to you. You're gonna go over there to the pharmacy. You're gonna buy the medicine, and you're gonna take it, right? So be the professional and already pre-frame this and already have the best option for your homeowner, and just pick one lease option, whether it's a fix or whether it's the escalator, right? So super, super handy, guys. I mean, I talk to consultants all day, and if you guys want to learn strategies like this to help you increase your close rate, make sure you schedule a solar strategy call. It's absolutely free. It's 30 minutes, solarstrategycall.com. If you guys can, just type that in the comment section, solarstrategycall.com, and I can show you guys more strategies just like this one. And at the end of the day, just don't complicate it. It's super easy. It's a simple conversation. And a lot of times, because we feel like we need to add more stuff, we have to say more things, right, to close the deal. But if you just kept it super simple, right, that's even more powerful than you just rambling on and on and on to try to close this deal, right? So again, make sure that you've already pre-framed the consultation beforehand, right? Because I kind of jumped from A to Y, right? There's a lot of things that goes on between there, right? A lot of things. But when you're presenting the numbers to the homeowner, keep it this simple. Sketch it out so they can actually visually see it, and already pre-plan it ahead of time which option is going to be best for the homeowner, which is the fixed, or should it be the escalator, right? Other than that, again, make sure you guys schedule your free solar strategy call at solarstrategycall.com, and personal message me as well if you guys want to learn these strategies. If you guys are watching me live, say what's up. What's up, Earl? What's up, Ishmael? What's going on, brothers? Other than that, make sure you guys comment as well and share this video. If you have colleagues that can actually benefit from this video, please share. And if you guys are watching me on YouTube, make sure you subscribe before you bounce out of here so you guys get all my updated videos as it comes out. Other than that, thank you guys for watching. Have a great day. Peace out, y'all.